All right, I got a little clip from a class that you did on Malcolm Gladwell.
Gladwell. How could you forget that?
And so he was a great demonstration of something that we don't see very often as far as kind of like the alphas that we're typing, and that is somebody doubling down on their saviors.
Oh, right. Like, go all in. We don't need those demons. Those are just the worst.
Right. Because usually the older people that we all look up to, it's kind of like they're discovering their demons. So somebody who's Savior T.I., they're coming later in life going, hey, I discovered this thing called F.E.
Yeah, right.
I discovered this thing about caring. Mike Rowe is one of the best examples we've ever seen, where he preaches about loving and caring the tribe and jobs and all that kind of NF kind of stuff, which is his demons. So Malcolm Gladwell here is just a hilarious case of doubling down on masculine TI.
Yes.
And fuck the people.
Yes, get rid of them. We don't need them.
So I pulled a clip from your class.
Okay.
I happen to be wearing the same shirt. Total coincidence. We just roll the clip.
Ever since I wrote the book Blink, I have become more and more and more and more convinced of how dangerous interactions can be, or at least how problematic they are. And so I always give the example of, I hire differently now. I try to limit my face-to-face interactions with the people I'm interviewing for jobs.
I've heard you talk about this, and I find it intriguing because I get that you think it's probably better to hire the best person for the job objectively on paper and according to their skills. But a lot of the success of working with somebody is the interpersonal relationship.
Yeah.
Which is to do with you meeting them and getting on with them and liking them.
Well, I will say several things about that. Yes and no. My assistants don't. So part of this is specific to what my assistants do. They don't actually. They're not in the same. I'm not in an office. They're not in. They're in a coffee shop somewhere in Brooklyn. I'm emailing them.
So you don't meet them.
I meet them once every 10 days, and whether or not I get on with them is not terribly relevant. I mean, I would like to. It's more pleasant. But in fact, their job does not require them to be nice to me. Their job requires them to do their job. So it confuses matters if you. My worry, and I think this is true of all human beings. My worry is that if I meet them face to face, I will downplay the formal characteristics that are necessary to be good at their job, and I will inappropriately overvalue how well they get along with me, how funny they are, how interesting they are, how well they're dressed, how attractive they are. I could go on and on and on. Do they have a nice smile? All these things don't matter. They don't matter. They matter if you're selling perfume on the ground floor of Harrods. They do not matter.
Just anti-FE. Wow.
I know.
If you are Malcolm Gladwell's assistant, right? Or for 90% of the jobs in the world, it does not matter whether you have a nice smile. It matters whether you're honest and hardworking and conscientious and show up in the morning and take criticism well. These are not things that you can reliably decipher, right? These are things you learn over time, or you learn from talking to the people. The really great job interview is where you never meet the person, which you only talk. If you could have honest conversations with people in their life, which you can't, but let's assume you could, that would be the great job interview, right?
Oh no, I will go out of my way to not engage with those horrible, horrible human beings that are infecting this planet. Turns out, did the math, you don't need 90% of them. I'm now just taking his words out of context. Just pretending like I heard that right. 90% of them must be eliminated. That's why our race is coming. We will soon be here.
I solved the puzzle.
Me and my assistant that I see once every 10 days, Susan Wilson, down at the coffee shop, she will be spared. You will not. You will not. Interview guy, yeah, you're very handsome. You have big muscles. I'm sure you can lift the truck. You will not be spared. Why do we need interviewers? Why did you wake me up out of bed? Go ahead. Explain it to me. This is a disaster. There's no reason for this. Ready, go. If you come at me, I'll pull my ray gun.